Hello out there, we're on the air, and it's once again Hockey Night tonight in Lawrenceville. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of TCNJ Hockey, live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting via YouTube. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses of all ages out there, live from the TSAI Field House on the campus of the Lawrenceville School in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. My name is Trey Wright. After a rough division loss last night to the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers, the Lions look to try and split the weekend against one of the top teams in the ECHA, the Wildcats of Villanova, coming all the way from the city of brotherly love to Lawrenceville, a short trip down 95 and 295, where these two foes will meet for the first and only time this season here in 2024-2025. TCNJ with a 6-2 loss yesterday evening up at Pro Skate with our brothers over at Rutgers D1. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for TCNJ here in just a moment. Third line is going to be starting for the Lions, EJ Glide, Jake Barrera, and Jack Ellis, the starting forwards, with Kyle Pachalski and Matt Sislo on the blue line. And, of course, Mike Bucinich will get the call between the pipes for the Lions. And then for Villanova, Tim Kobelski, Matthew Balzarati, and Nick Wood, the starting forwards. Liam Tomzek, James Reagan, and Lou Larada will make up the rest, the back end of the starting six for Villanova here this evening. TCNJ wearing their white home uniforms. Villanova will be wearing their Hockey Fights Cancer tarps. We're in the purple and black for the Wildcats here tonight. Referees are out. TCNJ is out. Just waiting on Villanova to come to the bench here so we can get opening ceremonies underway. Take a look at the all-time series history. The Wildcats are 3-0 in the all-time history between these two teams. And last night, taking on the Owls of Temple was Villanova in an interdivision matchup. Michael McDevitt scoring the only goal in that 1-0 win versus the Owls of Temple, Dmitry Kapronov, with a 25-save shutout, and he is rewarded. Being able to stay cozy on the bench, gets a little rest night tonight as Lou Larada will make his fourth start here in 24-25. Larada 2-0-1 on the season, 1.99 GAA and a 93 save percentage. Compared to Mike Bucinich, a 90.4 save percentage. He's 1-6-1 on the season and 4-7-4 in the GAA category. Both teams are on their respective benches, so we'll send it in between the glass. The buzzer is sounded, getting ready for game number 12 of the 24-25 season here. From the TSAI Field House, TCNJ taking on Villanova in just a couple of moments.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to the TSAI Field House in Lawrenceville, New Jersey for tonight's ACHA Division I matchup between the visiting Villanova University Wildcats and your TCNJ Lions. Here are tonight's starting lineups presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, beginning with Villanova. Starting at left wing, number 14, alternate captain Nick Wood. At center, number 6, team captain Matthew Balzarati. At right wing, number 13, Timmy Kobelski. At left defense, number 2, team captain Liam Tomzek. At right defense, number 29, James Reagan. And in goal for the Wildcats, number 1, Lou Larada. Villanova is coached by John Perez, assisted by Mark Bobko and Sean Martin. It's now time to meet the starting six for the College of New Jersey Lions. At left wing, a freshman from Chester, New Jersey, number 6, EJ Glide. senior from Bayonne, New Jersey, alternate captain number 12, Jake Pereira. At right wing, a senior from Marlton, New Jersey, number 9, Jack Ellis. At left defense, a freshman from Lawrenceville, New Jersey, number 4, Kyle Pachelski. At right defense, a senior from Randolph, New Jersey, alternate captain number 14, Matt Sislow. And in goal for the Lions, a senior from Westwood, New Jersey, number 33, Mike Buzenich. TCNJ is coached by Andrew Duco, assisted by Paul Baccio and Rob Garmice. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise as you're able to and direct your attention to the American flag located in the Villanova zone. Please remain standing as we honor America and those who defend this great nation with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Ready to get rocking and rolling after a wonderful rendition of the national anthem as it's game time here once again at the TSAI Field House as TCNJ looks to end a 6-game losing skid against the Wildcats of Villanova. One final look at TCNJ's starting lineups. Third line gets a start for the Lions this evening with E.J. Gley and Jack Ellis being centered by Jake Pereira, Kyle Pachelski, and Matt Sislow. Starting on the blue line, and Mike Buzenich makes up the back end of the starting 6. Kobelski, Balzarati, and Wood. Your top 3, Tomzak, Reagan, and Larada. The back 3 of the starting 6 for Villanova. As Barrera and Balzarati will meet in the face-off dot. Linesmen about to get things going here for tonight's game on a Saturday night. And the pen is to the paper for game number 12 of TCNJ's season. Pachelski starts off with it, comes back to Liam Tomzak. The senior from Philadelphia will take it behind in his own end. Villanova wearing their alternate purple jerseys here for the months of October and November as Matt Sislow will take this back behind his own cage. Sislow turns it over. Defensive zone turnovers were a prominent issue in last night's game against Rutgers. I was talking to Paul Baccio before this game started. How that third period last night against the Scarlet Knights looked exceptionally better as that one's flipped in by Stefanik, and taking it out of there is Jack Fidacaro. I was talking to Paul Baccio, and he said that in that third period is going back to normal lines and abandoning the MIDI system that was adopted. This is a 3-on-2. Buzenich is not able to be blocked there as it was actually blocked by Scott Martin in front. Martin, the team captain of this Lions group, will take it in. Helkowski is onside, as so is Martin. Still no shots here on the opening minute 20 of this opening period. Taking this back across was Charlie Davis, and Scott Martin will skate it back to the opposing blue line. And the Wildcats will have it in their own end. Pass a little too far for a purple and black jersey, as this is Stout in his own end once again. Gatsonis nearly turned it over, and he will turn it over anyway. This is Davian Peretti. Was trying to find Grayson Esposito when the slot, he couldn't get it home. And Logan May with a burst of speed. One of the two goal scorers from last night gets it over to Matthew Greenspoon, who just puts it through the goal crease. Kushner puts it on, blocked in front. Stout wasn't able to get a secondary opportunity, and coming back the other way is Ostreicher, as Walter Ostreicher gets hit hard into the boards there by a white jersey. Greenspoon, tape-to-tape pass up to Josh Kushner. Kushner trying to get around this defense. The two sevens nearly coming together. Kushner still with it, able to keep it with it. Greenspoon wasn't able to bring it down as he was crunched there by Davian Peretti. Walter to Joey Greenspoon. Ostreicher will send it across to Esposito. Rather, Davian Peretti is Peretti. Rather, that's James Reagan, who will spin it around and get it to Liam Tomczak on the other way. Tomczak will loft it all the way out of the zone. Walter to Santo. Santo was able to glove it down, but the referees will call it a hand pass. So the face-off will come to the left-hand side of Mike Bucinich, and like we were saying at the top of the show, Mike Bucinich playing in last night's game. Went 25 for 31 yesterday evening. Has not faced any vulcanized rubber yet in this game. As Pacholski trying to take it out of there and keep that stat alive. Walter goes through the legs of a purple jersey up to Lagriola. Back to Pacholski. Pacholski with Reagan right in front of him. Reagan will crunch him into the boards. Eric Santo trying to take it away from Tomczak, as Tomczak and Santo will come together. And now a little burst of speed, not able to corral that were the Wildcats. As Reagan tries to get it past the red line, he's unsuccessful. James Davis taking it back here. Try to get it up, and now a 2-on-1 nearly occurring there. Back at the top of the point. Reagan puts a shot on, blocked by Walter in front. And they're going to say that actually reached Bucinich, so Mike will make his first save of the evening. As that one's airmailed up in front of the Villanova bench. Second defensive unit on here for Villanova, Tyler Cooper and Tom Lynch. That's taking it back is Nick Wood. Top line is back on. Lynch waiting for options, sends it back to Cooper at the point. Cooper through traffic, goes wide of the cage. Gatsonis trying to get it out of there, and he'll throw an elbow up into Fidacaro. Lynch puts a shot on Gatsonis. Nearly fumble, and the puck in front of Bucinich is able to make the cover. Big Bus, 2 for 2 so far tonight. 15:40 to go in period number 1. Still scoreless in the early goings here. And like we said last night, tonight is not our only stream here. Not only on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, but also at the TSAI Field House, as Bucinich will make a save with the pillows. Rebound is collected by Stout. Barrera able to get it out of there, and here comes Ellis and Barrera. 2-on-2 the other way. Barrera trying to get it back to Ellis, blocked in front there by Cooper. Barrera will take it back away. Barrera looking to get the Lions on the board early, and making his first real save of the night was Lou Larada. And that was a dangerous play right at the doorstep by the Lions, but not able to get anything solid on net. Still, the last thing you want to do is let TCNJ get out ahead first. Especially for a Villanova team that hasn't had a lot of goal scoring so far in 24-25. Right now, 35 goals for. In 10 games played has not been a whole lot, as this one's batted out of the air, but play will continue on. But that defense, this Wildcats defense, has been exceptionally good, only allowing 16 goals, first in the ECHA. For an incredible differential there, as throwing a big hit into the half wall was Helkowski. Halkowski nearly had it once again. This is putting a shot on a waffle, boarded out of there by Lorada. Wicked wrister there from Rich Stefanik, and trying to put the Lions ahead early in the first. Like we were saying, Ramapo taking on Maritime right now up at Ice Vault, as Lorada will cover that one up. And then immediately following this game, game number 2 of our side doubleheader between Ryder and the Friars of Providence, taking place at about 8:30 time, depending on whenever this game ends. Shot from long range, blocked in front. Stout was nearly able to keep it in at the point, and immediately racing after was Alex Gatsonis. Nearly had Walter Ostreicher on a good opportunity, and that would have been offside against Villanova, as Esposito wasn't able to corral it. Greenspoon trying to throw the body as Josh Kushner racing after it. Esposito on it. He'll backhand it all the way, and trying to get it out of there was Peretti. And instead, this is Gatsonis on it again. Peretti will lay Gatsonis up into the boards. Kushner will airmail it out once again. And Tomczyk and Reagan will start in their own end again. Matthew Greenspoon getting a little pesky on the other side. And Reagan will get it up to Tomczyk. Tomczak back across to Reagan. Reagan with a lot of wide open space, trying to throw a big hit there was Walter. Reagan still on it for a moment. Stout was able to get it back. Kushner racing for the loose change, and May nearly had a good opportunity. Good back check there from Lynch. Rather, that was Finn McHugh with a good back check. Stretch pass for Kushner, and it just goes off of the toe of the stick. Still looking for the wraparound opportunity was Kushner, and he's able to at least get a shot on. Greenspoon's not able to corral that pass. Lagriola will try to slow the tempo for Kushner, but he was going to the bench as Karabko came on. Digging it out is Lynch, and he's able to get about to the blue line as Greenspoon will race after it in hot pursuit. It's a purple and black jersey of James Davis. Walter crunched hard into the boards there by Reagan. Reagan will be laid out by Greenspoon. And Greenspoon trying to take it away, kept into the point by Ostreicher. Shot saved there once again by Bucinich. Pachalski still fighting for it. Back at the top of the point. Cooper over to Lynch. Lynch puts a shot on about 6 feet wide. And Pachalski trying to get to the red line. He's able to get it up to Karabko. Karabko and Lagriola rather. Lagriola was tied up with Cooper, and he's not able to dump it in. Still able to get some fresh defensive units on here as Gatsonis racing after it. Holding back up there was Balzarati. Balzarati and Kobelski were still fighting for it. This is Vogel with it. Vogel back across to Sargent. Sargent's brought down, and we're going to get our first penalty of the game, and it's going to go against the Lions. Sargent with it, back across to Vogel. Delayed penalty, extra skater on for the Wildcats. Greenspoon gives a little bit of space. Sargent with it. Sargent through traffic, blocked in front. And finally, touching up on it was Lagriola. And it's a tripping call going against the Lions with 11:38 to go in the first. And it looks like it's going to be Kyle Pachalski spending a pair of minutes in the sin bin.
TCNJ minor penalty assistant number 4, Kyle Pachalski, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes, 38 seconds. Pachalski, 2 minutes for tripping at 11:38 in the first period.
So it's a power play for Villanova. Midway in the opening frame, they win the draw. Vogel sending it on net. Had a good save there from Bucinich to keep this game scoreless. Stefanik on this PK1 unit racing after it. Winning the draw as Davis will send a shot wide. Collecting it back there will be Paul Giannetti. Back across. This is Lynch. Sets it back to Vogel. Vogel across to the left wing. Trying to get it back here is Villanova. Nearly right through traffic was Giannetti. And instead, this is Lynch who try to get it back to Giannetti. Taking after that, and now Villanova is going to get a tripping call here. So we'll play 4-on-4 for the next 121. As it's back-to-back tripping calls here. And it looks like it's going to be John Naraki, dog 2 for tripping.
Villanova minor penalty assistant number 22, John Naraki, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 59 seconds. Naraki, 2 for tripping at 10:59 in the first period.
So we'll play 4-on-4 for the next $1.21 here. In a game that is still scoreless, Wildcats win the draw. Helkowski trying to take advantage of the open ice, and instead, this is taken up. Good opportunity for Balzerati. Balzerati on a breakaway save made by Busanic, and he'll cover up the rebound. Another magnificent save there from Busanic on a breakaway from Balzerati. And trying to be locked in here tonight, our TCNJ against a team that has not lost yet in regulation in 24-25. 7 wins for the Wildcats and 2 losses, both of them in overtime. So 16 points on the docket so far in 24-25 for the Wildcats, only collecting 3. Conversely, are the Lions, as Scott Martin blew a tire, and Helkowski dancing around a big hit there from Wood. Sent in by May, 37 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Racing around there is Ostreicher. Ostreicher out dancing Logan May, and now a partial 4-on-3 if the Wildcats can hurry. Taking it is Tomczyk, back across, right to the doorstep. Busanic has got it covered. Puck is still loose in the crease, and he'll finally squirt back out in the neutral territory. 10 shots so far in period number 1 for the Wildcats, as Busanic has saved all of them so far. Davis back across. Chris Davis puts a shot on directly into the glove of Busanic. He'll make save number 11 of the evening. Five seconds to go in the 4-on-4, and that'll be an abbreviated power play for TCNJ for the next 39 seconds. The Lions 13.2% on the power play and 95.5% killing percentage for the Wildcats. That's first in the ECHA. As winning the draw there was Kobelski. Kobelski back with it. Penalty time is up. Pacholski is out of the box, and he's trying to take it away there from Lynch. And Lynch will wisely race after it. Rich Stefanik right in front of him, and a clear from the purple and black of Villanova. May will wait behind the cage to get set up here. Pacholski racing around the left wing. Pacholski nearly got around the defense. Dropping a stick there was a Wildcat, as Stout will race after it. 5 seconds to go in the abbreviated man advantage for TCNJ. Lou Larada will tap his stick, and it's back to 5-on-5 as Naraki is out of the box. Both teams 1 for 1 on the kill, as Barrera nearly had an opportunity. As Naraki tied up there, nearly getting hit high with Stefanik. As Naraki had an opportunity, but the puck rolled off the tape. And it comes back into the possession of Walter Ostreicher. Back across, corner-to-corner pass. Naraki racing back on this. Naraki spins away from Pacholski, but Pacholski will take the puck. He'll turn it over. Ostreicher wires and fires and scores! Walter Ostreicher, the sophomore, gets his first red light of the season. And the Wildcats strike first midway through the first. And we'll see what the official scoring is here. It might have been redirected in front by John Naraki. We'll get the official word in a moment. But it was Ostreicher who took that shot away, and it is going to be going to Naraki. So Ostreicher with the only assist on that play, a redirect right in front of Busanic. And Villanova will get the goal scoring started here, and that is the 7th straight game that TCNJ has allowed the opening goal, and they trail 1-0.
Villanova goal, his 4th of the season, scored by number 22, John Naraki, assisted by number 20, Walter Ostreicher. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 25 seconds. Naraki, his 4th of the season from Ostreicher at 8:25 in the first period.
So just like the last 7 games, TCNJ playing down a little bit as that one's blocked in front by Bucinic. Looking for more there was James Davis instead. This is skated back to Ryan Lagriola. Lagriola holds up. He'll fire it, and it's gloved down there by Larada. With 7:43 to go in period number 1, Villanova leading 1-0 early. Here in this one, we'd like to take a moment to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's coverage. And this weekend's coverage of a whole of college hockey, as that one's blocked in front there by the 6 of Balzarati. The 6 come together there for a brief moment. Balzarati back with it, skates it up to Kobelski. Kobelski back across to Wood. Wood was looking for a breakaway between Gatsonis and Stout, and instead he'll get hit into the corner by Gatsonis. Balzarati and Barrera will join in the fray. 2 white jerseys, 2 purple jerseys. Fighting in the corner, taking it back there is Villanova. Shot blocked in front. Gatsonis will spin around trying to get away from Wood as Wood will put him into the boards. Follow-up opportunity right in front. Oh, Wood was looking for a one-knee shot, and he just barely missed the cage. Another shot goes over the bar, kept in the point by Reagan as he's laid out by Glei. Glei trying to get it out. Another opportunity, gloved down by Bucinic. Save number 13 of the night. And the first half of that first period looked pretty even. You might want to say TCNJ had a little momentum in the opening 10 of that first period, but then the 2 penalties were called. And Villanova is able to be the first goal scorer tonight. Naraki, the 4th of the season from Ostriker. And it gets the game's opening goal. Stefanik back across. He's not able to get it out. Reagan at the point, spins around Stefanik. Reagan puts a shot on, another save from Bucinic. As we see both the Ryder and Providence skaters starting to trickle in here. That game getting started about 8:30 Eastern time, so slated for about 2 hours from now with Stefanik racing after it. Stefanik slap shot saved by Larada. And coming together right at the end of that play was Glei and Tomczyk. And those 2 will separate themselves. Rather, that was Colin Halkowski and Tomczyk, who collided back at the half wall after the whistle was blown. May wins the draw. Kushner trying to get it away from Cooper. Cooper will get it across to Tom Lynch. Skated out of there. Peretti on it. Partial 2-on-1. Now a 1-on-2-on-2 as that shot saved from Bucinic once again. Lynch keeps the play alive. He'll collide with Pachalski, his numerical counterpart. Kept in at the point there by Cooper. Peretti trying to get back onto it. 2 Wildcats were colliding, but they remain in the zone. Cooper across, blocked in front. Trying to dig at it there was Peretti, and it's finally shot all the way down the length of the ice. An icing will be called. 5:40 to go in period number 1. Shots 16-5 in favor of the Wildcats. So they are looking to sweep the weekend. Mike McDevitt having the lone goal last night as he's going to be scratched this evening. Getting a little rest day for him as it's Kushner. A little bit of a breakaway for Kushner if he can hurry. He's on a 1-on-3 opportunity, and he's not able to get the shot off as Lynch will steer it out of harm's way. Lynch turns it over. Kushner couldn't get the initial shot off, and he's going to shoot it to some empty space in the opposite corner. Good block from Ryan Walter, preventing Esposito from being on a breakaway. Lynch nearly turned it over in his own end once again, putting Matthew Greenspoon on his rump for a brief moment. 5 minutes to go in period number 1, and a good takeaway from Ryan Walter. Walter just goes off of the back of the leg of Lagriola. They couldn't connect on that opportunity. As Stout comes on, gets it to Kushner. Kushner dogged from behind by Sargent. Spin it behind is Davis. Davis to Sargent, rather that was back across to Rapatoni. Davis right at the doorstep. He can't get any mustard on the hot dog. May trying to get it out. Same with Sislo. Rather that's Martin who's just trying to get it out of there as well. Villanova still with possession as the Wildcats are buzzing. Redirect opportunity goes wide. Stout back on it, fighting for at the corner are Lagriola and Vogel. As TCNJ is still not able to keep it out, and this is looking like a power play here for Villanova. Walter on it, just trying to get TCNJ to the red line for a change. Walter to Stout, and Stout back to Walter. Walter will flip it all the way out, and it'll reach the red line. Finally, tired skaters coming off, but Villanova trying to catch them in the middle of a change. McHugh looking for it. Comes over to Jack Ellis, and he'll hit it off of the boards. Trying to get there was Gatsonis. No dice on the opportunity. Nearly a big hit there as Gatsonis came flying in. Across the other way is Kabelski, and that's for Wood. He can't get anything on it. Remains with the possession. Wood back to Kabelski. Kabelski try to get to Wood. It's kept in there by Reagan. And Reagan getting across to Balzarati. 3:04 to go in period number 1. Looking for an opportunity. Reagan right down Broadway, but he can't quite get the shot off. Another opportunity for Balzarati, just goes off of his stick. And Barrera not able to get possession. He would have been home free for a shot. Barrera on it again, and Lularada will cover it up before letting Barrera get an opportunity. And again, it's just really been an unfortunate lack of puck luck all season long for the Lions in 24-25. And it's just the little things, like being able to make a seam pass, trying to make a stretch pass, trying to keep simple possession. The little things where TCNJ has been just so close on but not able to get there in time. And the opposition unfortunately capitalizes a lot. So something that you got to tighten up, especially going into the back end of the season. You're 0-3 in NECHL play, trying to take down a big rivals. Right at the doorstep was May. He couldn't pull the trigger. Trying to tighten those things up. Before you enter the bulk of your interconference play, you got a doubleheader with RIT. Those should be 4 very winnable games for TCNJ, as RIT is 0-12 going into this weekend. Charlie Davis nearly getting run over as Gatsonis hounded from behind there. Once again by Naraki. Sislo on it with 1:55 to go. Back to Gatsonis. Gatsonis holds up, nearly taken away there from Davis. Sislo trying to take it up, and it's sent back into there by Lynch. Gatsonis back across with it, gets it over to Kushner. TCNJ trying to get anything going here in the dying seconds. Right at the doorstep, and a beautiful save from Bucinich, point blank. Sislo on it again. Gatsonis back across. Dangerous play in front as Logan May is trying to get it out of there, and it'll come back to Gatsonis. Gatsonis nearly gets his pocket picked there from behind, and taking it back once again is Cooper. Esposito cranks one just over the bar. Good opportunities for Villanova all the way around. 66 seconds to go in period number 1. Another opportunity brewing here for Lynch, going for the wraparound chance. 1 minute remaining in the period, 1 minute. In the final minute of play here in the first 20. Kushner back across and just trying to steer it all the way out. And he nearly gets railroaded by Cooper. As Ostriker the other way, Kushner trying to pick his pocket. 39 seconds left. Villanova looking to gain some momentum going into the middle period as Alkowski and Pacholski will throw a couple of hits. Esposito back on it. 26 seconds to go in the period. Losing a stick was Stefanik. Bacho wanted a call on the bench. He will not get it. Puck is kept in at the point there by Ostriker. And that will be rifled up into the netting for a stoppage with 16.1 to go. And rather, that looked to be Esposito who kept that in at the point initially. Rather, that was Paul Giannetti. We got it there on the third try. 14 to go. Another defensive zone turnover for TCNJ. Davis lost it and escapes. Back to Giannetti at the point. He cranks it wide of the cage. 5 seconds left. Another opportunity goes high and wide. 2 seconds to go. Just looking to die it here is the TCNJ. And a stick slices in half right as the buzzer expires. And that'll do it. 20 down, 40 to go. As Villanova leads TCNJ 1-0. After the opening period of play, we'll step aside for a couple moments. You're watching TCNJ Hockey live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. 20 down, 40 to go as we welcome you back to tonight's broadcast of TCNJ Ice Hockey live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting via YouTube. Trey Wright bringing you the action tonight. And after one period of play, TCNJ trailing the Wildcats of Villanova 1-0 off of a goal of John Naraki from Walter Oestreicher. Naraki's fourth goal of 24-25 for the sophomore from Darien, Connecticut. And the Lions looking to get back into this game. Still only trailing by one goal, so all you need is one shot to go on net, but haven't had a whole lot of that from the stifling Villanova defense, only allowing 16 goals so far in this 24-25 campaign and putting 35 on the board. And Villanova, like we said, playing a stifling game last night defensively, and it was a really good game last night up at Hatfield Ice Arena between the two Philly rivals of Temple and Villanova. 1-0 win for the Wildcats after that contest, as both teams will come onto the ice here. They'll change possession in their own zones, and would like again to thank everybody once again for tuning in to tonight's coverage. Don't forget that immediately following this game, we'll have coverage of Ryder Providence. The back end of their doubleheader is Providence looking to get some redemption on Ryder. After those two faced off. But that is then, this is now, pen is to the paper for the middle period, and it starts with a face-off win for Villanova. Taking that one back there was Nick Wood, and Ryan Walter will get things started in the TCNJ end of the ice. Stout up to Barrera. Barrera 1-on-3, puck a little too far out in front of him. Ellis on the forecheck, and a come back over to Stout. Stout to Gley on the left wing. Gley can't corral it. He's fighting there with James Reagan. Reagan and Gley coming together. Barrera will join the fray. Ellis moving back as Villanova starting in transition. 2-on-2 for the Wildcats, trying to get around, trying to go the distance all the way around, and setting up a good opportunity for Tomzek. Follow-up opportunity goes wide of cage. And already a shot on net, not even a minute into the second period. Quadrupling the shot amounts are Villanova 20-5. The shot ratio not even halfway home in this game. Sislo takes it behind. Stout will watch it come back to Ryan Lagriolo. Rather, that's Scott Martin. As Stout and Sislo will come back with it. Nearly another turnover in the offensive zone as Tomzek will take it back across. Tomzek will fire it, dumping it into the corner. Stout is on it, but he'll lose a half step and he'll turn it over in the zone once again. Spinning around there is Davis away from Martin. Putting a shot on net there was Cooper. Keeping in the point was Lynch. He and Helkowski collide. Getting back after it is Naraki, the lone goal scorer in this game so far. Sislo is pickpocketed there by Davis. Naraki still on it. He can't get it across. Lynch and Stefanik fighting for it. Coming back there is Martin, was just trying to get it out of his own end again. This will find Sislo to Helkowski, and Stefanik nearly had a good opportunity to knot this game up at one. Helkowski trying to throw Giannetti, rather Fidacaro into the bench. As Stefanik nearly laid into his own bench the same way by Fogle. And Fogle will line that all the way out. We're able to find Logan May. May trying to get around to Sargent, and screaming for it was Helkowski, but he couldn't get it there in time. Defensive change as Pacholski and May will come on. Helkowski tied up there with Fidacaro. May trying to get it out away from Oestreicher, and May nearly hooked on the play. 3-on-2 for the Lions if they hurry. May sets up in the corner. Spinning around, gets it away from Sargent. Still on it is May, and he is pock-picketed in the offensive zone. Keeping it is Greenspoon. Greenspoon to Kushner. Kushner trying to get a shot on. Short side opportunity denied by Lou Larada. That should be registered as the sixth shot of the game for TCNJ, and I believe they're missing a couple there, so it should be about 7-21. The shot ratio, but Irregardlessly, it'll be a face-off to the right-hand side of the junior goaltender of Lorada. Walter just barely keeps it in at the point. Board pad across to Greenspoon. Greenspoon trying to find Kushner at the doorstep. Couldn't get it there. Home. Walter's behind the red line. Greenspoon will swat it away. He's able to get it back to the opposing face-off circles. 2-on-2, the far side. Speed out of James Reagan. Reagan trying to go all the way around again on the wraparound. Can't quite get the job done. Reagan's not done yet as May will take it away. He'll scream down the left side. Spins away from Oestreicher, who leaves a shower of snow, and now hit right in front of his own bench. There was a Lion. That was Ryan Walter. Looking a little frustrated as he gets back on the TCNJ bench. Santo keeps the play alive. Kushner with a shot, just goes under the bar. Sislo with it. Sislo. An opportunity for Greenspoon as Greenspoon trying to get it back to Kushner. Kushner behind Lorada's office, tries to spin around for a pass. Greenspoon digging at it, and he is put up in front. And now we're going to get a penalty going against Villanova as Kushner was tied up with, it looks like, Balzarati. And rather, that was Liam Tomzek. Balzarati and Tomzek both wearing the C's for Villanova tonight, and Tomzek is going to go to the box here, 2 for interference.
Villanova minor penalty assessment number 2, Liam Tomzek, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 53 seconds. Tomzek, 2 for interference at 15:53 in the second period.
So it's the first complete power play of the evening for the Lions, as May will win the draw. Gets back to Ellis at the point. Greenspoon across. Racing after this is Helkowski. Helkowski back to Scott Martin. Martin to Stefanik. Stefanik tried to get around Cooper. He couldn't do so. Still back to May. He'll keep the play alive. Gets it over to Jack Ellis. Ellis tried to get it across. Looking for an opportunity was May. He couldn't poke it home. Villanova. Little numbers in their favor, short-handed the other direction as Martin tries to take it away from a screaming Wildcat. Racing after this one was Nick Wood, short-handed, and Scott Martin will start back in his own end once again. Martin looking to go coast to coast here, waiting for options, spins around from a purple and black jersey where he'll find May. May across to Helkowski, back to May. May and Helkowski. Helkowski fires! Huge block in front from Fidacaro. Follow-up opportunity denied in front as Stefanik and Helkowski are on it. Stefanik looking for the wraparound save made by Lorada as the net will come off. And a couple of good opportunities there, but a crucial block in front as Fidacaro blocking a howitzer from Colin Helkowski. And that's going to hurt in the morning, probably for the next 2 weeks. Since the net came off, face-off will remain in the zone. Lions win the draw. Stout across to Gley. Gley waiting for options at the point. Stout had it, lost it, and gets it back. He'll get it over to Kyle Pachalski. Pachalski to Joey Greenspoon, clearing out. It was Lynch, and he's able to get it to the blue line. Pachalski keeps it in. Pachalski goes all the way, no traffic in front, and easily making that stop there was Lou Lorada. And he'll cover it up. 34 seconds to go in the man advantage. 14:26 to go in the middle period. Villanova leading 1-0. You can see a gaggle of both Providence and Rider players watching a short-handed opportunity. Screaming down there is Peretti. Peretti's able to get there on time. 24 seconds to go. Gley trying to get after. Another opportunity right to the doorstep. Oh, what a big save there. Short-handed there from Busanic. Nearly would have been a good short-handed goal for Villanova. That would have taken all the momentum away from the Lions. Instead, Pachalski takes it away. Mike Busanic, 20 saves on the night so far. As turning it over once again in a 2-on-1 short-handed. Once again, Peretti across, tried to get Davis down Broadway. He couldn't do it. Davis once again is on it. Penalty time is up. Back to 5-on-5 are the Wildcats, and they've got good zone possession. Fogle keeps it alive, puts it through traffic, redirected in front, went to the goal mouth, patted aside by Busanic, And Pacholski says enough of this and rifles this in the netting. And that was a really, really weird redirect from Michael Vogel across to Davian Peretti. That went off of Peretti's skate in front of Businic. Businic fortunately able to get a pad down on it, and Pacholski kills the play. And for now keeps this a 1-0 deficit. Reagan spun around. He wasn't able to keep the puck in the zone. He'll spin it across to Tomczyk. Gatsonis laid out right in the center by Rapatoni as this fourth line comes on for Villanova. Karabko gets it across, trying to get it. There was Gatsonis. He'll turn it over once again. Reagan back on to Reagan. Rifles a shot over the crossbar. And Tomczyk not able to keep it in. Santo trying to take it away. And instead he's tied up as Lagriola's pass will go up into the netting of about a few inches higher than what he would have wanted to. And like we said, over on the right side of your screen, once we pan back over there in a couple of moments, you'll see all the Rider and Providence players watching this game going on before those two will do battle in about 80 minutes time. Warm-ups beginning at 8:30, puck drop at around 8:45-ish, where myself and Jeremy Myers will be on the call. As Matt Sislo racing back in his own end, he's hit hard into the boards by Wood. Kobelski not able to bring that one down. Wood back on it again, sending it back to Reagan at the point. Rather, that was Balzarati. Cooper on it. Across to Lynch. Lynch fires one. Waffle boarded into the corner there. Cooper keeps it alive, gets it across. Top unit is on here for Villanova, but the pass comes all the way out. And Greenspoon trying to get after it as he'll track back with Tom Lynch. Greenspoon nearly had it away from Lynch, but Lynch saved there by the fact that Greenspoon was held up in the stanchion, I believe. Kushner throws a hit onto Cooper. And this is Balzarati taking it away. Up to Charlie Davis. Davis across. Nobody home in purple. May trying to clear it out. Fidacaro will keep it alive. Now it'll come in the neutral zone. Kushner tapping a couple of times, trying to get the poke check. It's a big hit there. Going straight into the bench was Michael Vogel. Big time hit between the sevens. Has Josh Kushner coming alive here after a big board hit there into the bench. Spinning around, looking for a shot there was Davis. Wasn't able to get any mustard on the hot dog. Stefanik will pick the pocket of Brendan Sargent. And Helkowski the other way. Helkowski trying to get through traffic. Sets it up for Martin. Backhander just goes wide of the post. The Lions starting to come alive here as we approach the midway point. Now Davis has a lot of time and space. 2-on-1 coming across. Davis tried to get it over to Rapatoni, rather. That was Naraki down the left wing. He couldn't do so. Back the other way. Looking for anybody. Helkowski right in front for Martin, but Martin thought Helkowski was going to take a wide open shot. Back and forth we go once again. Waffle boarded down there. That was a short-range opportunity from Peretti. He can't do it. Walter across. Gley will turn it over, and now we're going to take a little bit of a breath here because that was back-and-forth action for about 3 straight shifts. It's a short-handed chance saved in front by Businic. Cooper keeps the play in. Another opportunity just flutters over the bar. Gley just trying to kill a little bit of time. Stout is not able to meet the blue line. Puck is still in. Numbers for Villanova right at the doorstep. Nobody was home in purple once again. As Cooper will get it to Peretti. Peretti will turn it over. And Scott Martin spinning away from Cooper on the other side. Body is all in front. Nick Stout is the one who comes out with it, and he's just trying to kill as much time as he can. Very, very tired skaters on for the Lions. Cooper keeps it in at the point once again. Trying to dig at it is Ellis, trying to just get it out of the zone. Stout will finally do so. Up to Martin, and Martin in this entire shift Trying to get off here is Cooper, holding Martin for a brief moment, but will continue to play. Cue the Bon Jovi, halfway home in period number 2, and this game so far a 1-0 Villanova lead. That's just barely onside there, looking for an opportunity. Oh my goodness, it goes off the post. Another shot blocked in front. Net looked like it was off for a moment as, oh my goodness, Finn McHugh about an inch away from doubling up this lead. And that couldn't go any square off as the puck will come out into the neutral zone. Lagriola, fresh legs on for he and Ellis. Ellis just barely onside. Back and forth they go again as this is chipped out of the zone by Villanova. Sislo back for Barrera, and that one will go up into the netting. And now we're going to get a penalty here. And it's going to be an interference. I don't know if this is going to go against TCNJ, but the puck clearly going up in the netting. Lagriola is going to go into the box here for an interference, and I could have swore that hit the netting. I could have swore that went up in there. I'm not entirely sure if they missed that or not, if that was just a bad angle. But nonetheless, Ryan Lagriola is going to go to the sin bin for 2 here.
TCNJ minor penalty assessment number 18, Ryan Lagriola, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 10 seconds. Lagriola, 2 for interference, 8:10 to go in the second period.
Starts with a face-off win for Villanova, and they've got sustained pressure once again. Back across for it, blocked in front by Gatsonis. And Pacholski will send it out. That time it will officially go into the netting, with 1:37 to go in the minor penalty. Win and clear for the Lions as the Wildcats will start in their own end. This is Vogel on it once again. Drops it back to Reagan. Reagan across to Tomzek. Tomzek and Greenspoon nearly coming together. Tomzek back with it. Tomzek pump fakes it, gets it over to Wood. Wood takes a shot, blocked in front, and somehow able to make a magnificent stop there. Behind the back was Businich and keeps this a 1-0 deficit. A little bit of a risky but effectful how do you do, and got the puck right here play from Mike Businich, able to collect the Kerrang off of these bouncing end walls here at TSAI, and keeping this still a 1-goal game between TCNJ and Villanova. Vogel back across, setting it up for Fidacaro. Fidacaro for Vogel. Vogel takes a shot, blocked in front by Stefanik, and he's hurting a little bit as he just desperately tries to stay in the play. He'll keep it on. Stefanik is hit as that one is going to go offside, and a good block there from Stefanik in front, and you can see he is really, really hurting there. Stefanik not able to put any weight on that right leg as he is hobbled over on the bench. Hit right in the area where there's no padding on the leg, and he's going to take a couple of moments to collect himself. 45 seconds to go in the man advantage for Villanova, only able to get 2 shots so far on this power play. Davis sends it across. He'll lose the puck as Martin is able to clear the zone. Another good kill so far for the Lions, and just trying to end things here as Michael Vogel will track back for it. Vogel, Lynch, Fidacaro. 3 of the 5 skaters on here. Same thing with Naraki as Vogel puts one on, blocked by the skate of Sislo. 12 seconds to go in the man advantage. Davis spins around from Martin. Davis still on it, gets it back to Vogel. Vogel sends one in, not able to get a redirect from Fidacaro. And not able to keep it in there was Vogel. Out of the box is Lagriola, and a big hill here from the Lions. As they look to get back into this game here. Greenspoon takes it away. Logan May looking for a lane around. Shot opportunity. Glye is crashing the net. He's not able to get it. Greenspoon puts a shot on. Glye still with it. TCNJ puts it on, and Sislo is not able to keep it in. Like we said in the first period, it's just the little things like being able to connect on a pass like that make the difference, and that would have been a great opportunity for TCNJ to knot this game up. Spinning around was Giannetti as he'll send it off of the high glass and out of his own end. Stout across, Greenspoon with it. Back over to Kushner, he can't corral it. Kushner puts a shot on, blocked in front. Back over to Pachalski, he can't handle it. And now it's a foot race the other direction. This is Oestreicher on a 3-on-2, but he's offside. Oh, Grayson Esposito just barely offside. And he looks a little frustrated with himself there. That would have been a golden opportunity for Villanova to double up this game. So the draw will come right in front of Villanova's bench. Still only a 1-0 lead for the Wildcats with 5:10 to go in period number 2. Stretch pass from Pachalski to Helkowski. That one's deflected, so icing will be waved off. So Helkowski takes it away from Cooper, but Cooper will subsequently pick his pocket. And sending it back the other direction. On his horse is Esposito. Esposito nearly brought down by Pachalski. As Cooper will get it back to Esposito, but the puck will go over his stick. Walter coming with it along with James Davis. Davis trying to get it back. Turned over to Oestreicher for Esposito right in front. And a point-blank save by Bucinich. Cooper can't keep it in the zone. Stretch pass intended for Helkowski. Cooper is able to keep it away. Under 5 now to play in period number 2, and Mike Bucinich has stepped up big so far in this game against Villanova. Wildcats are offside here as Martin will take it away, and this is Helkowski. Time and space for Colin Helkowski. He puts it off the bar. Oh, was going for the corner and hit it square on was Colin Helkowski. 2 posts from either side in this period alone. Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful chance from Colin. And he just put it square off the bar. Oh, man, Helkowski and McHugh probably going to meet up after tonight, and they could probably get a legal drink together and discuss, hey, we both hit it square off the post from our respective teams, and that is just really not how this game has been going so far, but how this season has gone for TCNJ. As Villanova looks to capitalize. Speaking of McHugh, he's got the puck. Ellis trying to pickpocket him. The 2 nines coming together. This is Tomzak the other way. Tomzak across. Looking for Davis, and Tomzak was looking for an opportunity. Tomzak back with it. Gets it to McHugh. McHugh will send it into the corner. Posted up high there was Rapatoni. Davis on it again. Collision there as Martin will go hard into the opposite boards. Rather, that was Barrera. Wraparound chance blocked in front by Bucinich. Puck nearly kept in. Helkowski will bring it out. Barrera looking for the stretch pass, and instead Helkowski will put it on net for TCNJ's 11th shot of the evening. Vogel on it again, sends it across, tape-to-tape pass intended for McHugh. He nearly turns it over again. Now Barrera's on it. He'll stick it into the far corner. Kushner tracking back with it along with Vogel. The 2 sevens colliding once again as Greenspoon and Vogel, rather Greenspoon and Kushner on it. Right at the doorstep, May is tied up right in front. Some good chances for TCNJ, but they still can't find the back of the 4x6. May on it again, waiting for options. Into the far corner, sent it to Walter. Ryan Walter was looking for somebody. Greenspoon is still can't get on it. And Stout Sees the pass go a little bit too far behind him, trying to outrace the icing. Will be stout. He's just barely able to beat a screaming Jack Fidacaro, rather. As that was dangerously close there with exactly a pair of minutes to go in period number 2. And this has been such a good game so far for TCNJ, and they're just trying to keep this momentum going for the next 120 seconds and into the final period of play as Vogel will take it away on the draw. Vogel up to Davis. Davis nearly turned it over, and instead sending that in is Finn McHugh. Ryan Walter will take it in his own end once again. Walter sending it in. High shot goes into the corner. Barrera trying to outbeat the icing, and he will. He'll be tied up with Sargent. Barrera looking for a last-ditch effort. Ellis not able to get the pass off yet. He'll turn it over in the offensive zone. 1:25 to go in period number 2. Shaping up to be an exciting third period of action as Sargent nearly batted that out of the air with a high stick. Martin turned over to Sargent for a brief moment. Back the other way. Not able to corral it was Kabelski. This is Barrera. 2-on-2. Barrera on it. Try to get it to Helkowski. He was tied up by Wood. Vogel will send it all the way across. Sislo puts one on net. Blocked in front by a Nova skater. Backhanded there, and Kabelski nearly was offside as Bucinich will elect to keep the play alive. Sislo to Logan May. Logan May across, and that's deflected off of Cooper's stick. And up into the high netting with 43.5 to go in the second. And once again, after this game, stay tuned for the back end of tonight's doubleheader from the TSAI Field House, where Ryder will take on Providence. Getting set to go in about an hour's time, and we might actually get a little bit of an intermission between those two games. Pacholski couldn't clear it out. Now a 2-on-1 for Villanova the other way. Davis across, trying to get it over, and a good back check in front. Follow-up chance, they score! With 25.5 to go, the dam breaks. And Villanova doubles up their lead, and it's Jack Fidacaro who's able to pocket home the loose change. 2-0 Wildcats. And we've seen this so many times this season, where TCNJ keeping the game close, but it's those goals in the final minute of a period which are just really, really big backbreakers for momentum. And you had a feeling that TCNJ could have an opportunity to tie it, but now the hill gets twice as steep as Scart Martin will send it in. Martin racing after his own rebound. 5 seconds to go in the period. Not able to get anything on it was Greenspoon. 1 second to go, and that will do it. With 25.5 to go, Jack Fidacaro doubles up the lead, an unassisted goal for Fidacaro's third of the season. Makes it a 2-0 lead in favor of Villanova. 40 down, 20 to go. We'll step aside for a couple minutes. You're watching TCNJ Hockey live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. 2 periods down, 1 to go as we welcome you back to the TSAI Field House for tonight's action of TCNJ Hockey live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting via YouTube. Trey Wright on the call as the skaters will come out of the TCNJ locker room as the Lions currently trail Nova 2-0 after a last-second goal unassisted from Jack Fittacaro. His third of the season for the Flemington, New Jersey native. Hey, that's BSB's neck of the woods. Co-founders Colton Reynolds and Carollo Pascal hailing from Flemington. So there's a good chance that those two have crossed paths with Jack Fittacaro at some point or another. Set to get period 3 underway as we'll take a moment once again to thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's coverage, and make sure to stay tuned onto the BSB channel for tonight's broadcast of Ryder versus Providence ACHA Division II hockey as we're underway in period number 3. As taken out there was James Reagan, and we said right before the period ended that the last-minute goals have been kind of backbreakers for this TCNJ unit. Have had 5 of them so far in 24-25, and it makes the mountain just a little bit harder for the Lions as Helkowski racing after that one. Tomzek will win the race back, but there's no icing here regardlessly. Reagan pinning Helkowski up in the boards. Rather, that's Helkowski who's trying to get it over to Stefanik. As Stefanik, good to see him back in the play. Short side pass there. Have an opportunity to rebound Helkowski, and he's going to go to the box for goaltender interference. Larada came way out of his cage, and he made contact with Helkowski, and Helkowski a little frustrated at the call to that. It's going to be goaltender interference going against number 8.
TCNJ penalty assessed to number 8, Colin Helkowski, 2 minutes for goaltender interference. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 8 seconds. That's Helkowski, 2 minutes for goaltender interference at 19:08 in the third period. Villanova goal, his third of the season, scored unassisted by number 25, Jack Fittacaro. Time of the goal, 25.5 in the second period. That's Fittacaro's third of the season, unassisted at 25.5 back in the second period.
So it's the third power play of the night for Villanova. They have not been able to convert on anything just yet, as spinning around there is Naraki, who has right now the go-ahead goal so far in this 2-0 game in favor of Villanova. Charlie Davis trying to get around Joey Greenspoon. He'll put a shot on, blocked by a couple white jerseys in front. Lynch receives a hit, still on it. Looking for the wraparound opportunity was Reagan, and Bucinich will make a good cover. 40 seconds gone, and the Helkowski interference minor. It's been a 7-game losing streak, dating all the way back to that September 21st game against Lehigh. Since TCNJ has been in the win column, they got their first point in about a month. About 3 weeks ago in the overtime loss against William Patterson. Austin Teets scoring goal in overtime for that as Fogle will put a shot on. Lagriola blocks it in front, and he'll reach it and put it into the neutral zone. Lynch and Vogel on it as this PP2 unit will come on halfway home. And the penalty kill for the Lions. Davis still on the ice, but he is pocketed there by Gatsonis. Lynch continues to have possession, blocked in front there by Lagriola. Lagriola trying to race after the loose change, but Vogel will win the race there. Vogel trying to take it away. Lynch will get it up to Vogel. And Vogel with 3 white jerseys in front of him will keep it in the zone for now. Gets it to James Davis. Davis back to Lynch as Lynch avoids a hit from Lagriola, who's lining him up in the railroad tracks. Vogel back the other direction, try to get it back to Fidacaro. He can't do so. Kushner the other way. He's got Barrera with him. 2-on-1 for the Lions. Kushner just puts it wide. Barrera follow-up opportunity. Kushner at the doorstep just goes wide the other side. Back the other way. Right down Broadway is Esposito, and a big save by the pillows of Mike Bucinich. Back and forth again, and Barrera nearly had a breakaway down the far side as Villanova is offside. And this is where I wish that we had instant replay right now to see both instances from Josh Kushner on one side and Grayson Esposito getting on his horse, but Mike Bucinich saying no. As Bucinich has been on fire in the net, but again, his offense hasn't really been able to convert anything the other way. Gloving that down was Tomczak. Penalty time is up, back to even strength 5-on-5. As Reagan will send this one into the opposite corner. Walter will track back after it. Ostriker right behind him. Gatsonis fumbles it with Esposito right behind him. Not able to keep it in at the point there was Reagan. Stefanik had it and lost it. It comes back to Reagan as Esposito gives it across to him. Big open ice hit as Helkowski was put in the spin cycle. Gatsonis tracking back as he's laid up. He'll turn it over. Shot blocked in front by a Villanova jersey. Walter spins around. Gatsonis behind his own cage. Spins away from McHugh, and Gatsonis will start back. Stefanik nearly had it pocketed. And that'll go high up into the TCNJ bench out of play. Approaching the quarter of the way point in this third period. TCNJ still scoreless. Villanova up 2-0. Lou Larada right now 15 for 15 between the pipes so far. We saw a similar situation where the Lions weren't able to score until the third period last night against Rutgers. They're able to put 2 goals past Thomas Spiro yesterday evening up in South Brunswick as Villanova offside for a brief moment. Taking that back there is Tom Lynch, and he'll backhand it into the corner. And around it goes. TCNJ looking for 2 goals here to equalize the game. Trying to get one here is Logan May. He puts one right directly into the chest of Larada. And he'll cover it up. 16 for 16 so far. Exactly twice as many shots for Villanova. And they've got the lead by that many. 2-0 with 15:29 to go in the third. Balzarati won the draw. Comes back. Wood lost in his skates for a brief moment. Trying to get it out of there is Karabko. Balzarati first to it in the goal line. He is crunched into the corner by Karabko. Vogel keeps it in, try to get it back across to Balzarati. Balzarati pickpockets it. Save made by Bucinich. Follow-up opportunity by Wood. That goes high and over. Wood trying to glove it down. Karabko just trying to steer it away. Nobody was home at the low slot, as Vogel will keep it alive. Sargent puts one on right at the doorstep. Wood looking for it, and they score! A scramble play in front. 3 unanswered goals from Villanova. They go up by that much. And it's 3-0 off of the stick of Nick Wood. And that entire play, you had a feeling that Villanova was going to get something cooking there. And all 3 of Villanova's goals, rather the last 2, have been just dirty area goals where you're sticking at something, just trying to get it into the back of the net, and it works. And it's a 3-0 lead for Villanova. The track for the Lions gets just that much harder. Balzarati looking for 4 and looking for more. Sargent back across, looking for Balzarati. He can't pull the trigger. Santo now takes it on the far side, and he'll just stick it into the end wall. Pacholski lost it in his skates for a brief moment. Sargent lost it as well, as Santo will take a seat on the ice after a big hit from Brendan Sargent. 14:06 to go. 3-on-2 the other way. Pass across. And on Busanic, shot save, rebound! Oh my goodness, a game-saving save from Busanic as Walter nearly put it into his own net. Pachalski hit hard into the boards there as that was Naraki who was screaming down Broadway looking for a second of the night. Stout didn't know where the play was as Glei will send it into the corner. Lorada will slow the tempo as Villanova looks to get back on it. 2-on-3 the other way as Davis will spin around from Barrera. Gets it back to Fidacaro. Fidacaro, one of the 3 goal scorers so far tonight as Davis was looking for. Shot from Fidacaro. He scores! Jack Fidacaro, second of the night, 4-0 Wildcats. 2 goals in the first and the second and 2 goals in the third. Make it a 4-0 ball game with 13:22 to go in the third period, and TCNJ just trying to get into the RIT doubleheader next week.
Villanova goal, his first of the season, scored by number 14, Nick Wood, assisted by number 13, Tim Kobelski, and number 5, Brandon Sargent. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 22 seconds. That's Wood's first of the season from Kobelski and Sargent at 15:22 in the third period. Timeout, TCNJ.
And a timeout taken there by Andrew Duco. So Nick Wood scoring the third goal and the fourth goal going to Fidacaro, his second of the night. Naraki will get his second point of the evening, and Charlie Davis will make his debut on the score sheet. As we'll get back to center ice, TCNJ trailing Villanova 4-0, and now the goal is just trying to end this shutout bid for Lou Lorada. Esposito wins the draw, and he's trying to get around Gatsonis, tied up, backhander goes out of play.
Villanova's 4th goal, his second of the game and 4th of the season, scored by number 25, Jack Fidacaro. This is by number 22, John Naraki, and number 71, Charlie Davis. Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 22 seconds. That's Fidacaro's 4th of the season and second of the game from Naraki and Davis at 13:22 in the third period.
4-0 Villanova leads as the icing is waved off. Helkowski lays a big hit into the corner, lighting up Reagan. Kushner trying to take it away from Walter Ostreicher, as Ostreicher is going to deflect a hit there from Josh Kushner, and now the physicality is going to take a little bit of a ramping here. Stout laid hard into the stanchion by Tomczak. Kushner across to Helkowski. He is tied up once again, and Nova will clear it the other way. 4 times as many goals as Villanova had last night. They've got 4. They're looking for more as now the physicality starts to take a little bit of a hit there as Busanic will make another save. 35 on the night, 39 total shots. Villanova showing why they have not lost in regulation yet this season, putting a clinic onto this TCNJ group as the Lions just trying to get back into this game, but the way things are looking right now might be heading for their 10th loss, 8th in a row of 24-25. Kushner tried to get it over to Greenspoon. He can't pull the trigger. Follow-up opportunity from Logan May, can't get it. Greenspoon across. Walter will let it fly into the opposite corner, and icing is going to be called against Villanova with 11:58 to go. And like we said, an RIT doubleheader next Saturday and Sunday. And Rochester going into this weekend 0-12. So Good opportunity for the Lions to just try and take out a lot of their frustrations and their 8-game losing streak. On a couple, the squad from Rochester. Of course, in 60 minutes of hockey, anything can happen in 60 minutes, so don't count your chickens before they hatch, but Rochester has given up 75 goals so far and has only scored 12, so if there's a little bit of a good feelings night for TCNJ, it's got to be that. As they'll fight for it in the far corner. May trying to get it to Kushner. He can't corral it. Back across, 2-on-1 for the Lions. Logan May puts a shot. Rebound opportunity. Kushner just fans on it. If Josh Kushner did not have bad luck, he would not have any luck at all, and he is letting the bench know it right now as it's icing against Villanova, much to the chagrin of the Nova bench. And you got to feel bad for Josh Kushner after that play. With all the physicality last night, just really, really frustrated as Paul Baccio was going to give him a pep talk on the bench. To his very physical freshman from Manalapan, has been one of the integral pieces of this TCNJ neutral zone defense. As taking that the other way is Paul Giannetti, and Kushner still just trying to get that first goal of his collegiate career, and you know it's coming. He's definitely played like it's coming, but he has just been snake bitten by the hockey gods so far in 24-25, and we said the same thing with Kyle Pachalski, said the same thing with Logan May. Once you get that first goal, they just start pouring it on. 10:06 to go in period number 3. Shot blocked in front. Rebound opportunity from Balzarati. And Busanic will cover play as Stout and Balzarati will exchange a couple pleasantries with the stick. After the fact, just one tick of the clock away from halfway home in period number 3. Coming up in about 35 minutes time, game number 2 of our doubleheader with Ryder taking on Providence. Both teams ready to get going here. Is a little bit of a longer period than we've seen. Villanova will win the draw. Awkward bounce in front, but it's still saved by the pad of Busanic. Greenspoon trying to track back it across. Looking for the wraparound chance was Villanova. Back of the point to Sargent. Sargent back across, looking for Davis. A little bit of a hand pass from the Lions and gloved down by Busanic. Shot from James Reagan. .42 shots from Villanova. Just putting all the pressure on to this young Lions defense. And again, this has been probably the biggest talking point all so far this season as Helkowski tries to take it away. This is a very young Lions team. Helkowski just trying to bend it like Beckham, and he's able to get it to the blue line. Still not on it and nearly getting it through. There was Villanova before to Stefanik. We'll say enough of this garbage, and now a 3-on-2 with Stefanik lit up right into the stanchion. He is down. Big hit from behind on the Helkowski. He'll draw a penalty. And it's a cross-checking minor going against Nova, so a little bit of life for TCNJ to get on the score sheet here with 8:53 to go in the third. And it looks like it's going to be Liam Tomczak who is going to go back to the sin bin here, and it indeed will.
Villanova minor penalty assistant number 2, Liam Tomczak, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes 53 seconds. Tomczak, 2 minutes for cross-checking at 8:53 in the third period.
Third power play of the night for the Lions as they look to end the scoreless bid there for Lou Larada, who has been 19 for 19 so far. Lions win the draw. Ellis trying to take that away. He's pinched hard in the corner by Michael Vogel. Body is colliding all over the place, and now Ellis is going to hit it hard into Nick Wood. And Wood looking to retaliate. Stefanik trying to break it up, as well as Matthew Balzarati. And we'll see if Ellis is going to go to the box here, and he will. We'll see exactly what the call is. Frustration starting to mount here as Nick Wood got pummeled by Jack Ellis. And it looks like Tim Kobelski might be going to the bench here as well. Rather, that's going to be Nick Wood. I don't know why Nick Wood is going to the box here. I believe it was probably because Nick Wood put the body into Stefanik, and then some retaliation from Jack Ellis. So it's going to be a holding call going against Wood, and roughing going against Ellis. All these penalties coming at 8:40.
Penalties for both teams on the play. Villanova minor penalty assessment number 14, Nick Wood, 2 minutes for holding. TCNJ minor penalty assessment number 9, Jack Ellis, 2 minutes for roughing. Both penalties coming at 8:40 in the third period. That is Wood, 2 for holding, Ellis, 2 for roughing. Both penalties coming at 8:40 in the third period.
So there'll be coincidental minors on either side, so there'll be whistle penalties for both Wood and Ellis, and that is actually going to play into TCNJ's favor. With Nick Wood has been a really good generating machine so far in this game. It is still a power play for the Lions, as Stefanik, who has been beat up so far tonight, just trying to get the blue line, and he will, but the pass will go back to Scott Martin, where Martin will reset with 8:20 to go. So as we approach the halfway point in our doubleheader tonight at the end of this game, Lorada will cover it down before Karabko can get anything dangerous going, as he and Grayson Esposito will come together for a brief moment. Cooler heads prevailing with 1:18 to go in the cross-checking minor against Liam Tomzak. Tomzak, after tonight, is going to be leading Villanova in penalty minutes with 16 on the season for the defensive captain. Stout taking it, looking to end this shutout bid. Here is Glenn Pachalski. He just goes off the post. He had a wide open chance, and Pachalski can't connect, and that, I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't even know. I'm speechless. Colton Reynolds, our TD tonight, is speechless. This crowd is speechless. That is the third post hit, and that one has got to be the most heart-wrenching. Shorthanded and opportunity for Nova. Save from Busanich. Rebound collected in front by Barrera. Barrera taking it to the house. Barrera through the defense. Barrera nearly brought down there by Brendan Sargent. He keeps the play alive. Back to Stout. Stout looking for the redirect from Greenspoon. Can't do it. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Racing back for it is Davian Peretti. Barrera coming back with it. Barrera puts a shot on, save there by Lorada. He nearly loses a footing. Has 7 seconds to go, 2-on-2, a burst of speed the other way out of Charlie Davis. Davis the other direction, looking to put a 5 spot on here for Villanova. He'll just take it to the goal line. He'll drop it off for nobody in particular, just to kill this penalty. 6:42 to go in period number 3. And I tell you, with every bar, every post that has been hit in this game so far, this should be a 5-3 game. Because Halkowski hit a post, Kushner hit a post, and now Pachalski has hit a post. All three of them freshmen, which goes back to just how young this TCNJ team is. And I tell you, in about 4 or 5, probably in about 3 or 4 years, this is going to be an elite unit. But time will only tell, and these kids can only get better and better. As Pachalski will receive a hit up high, no call on the play. 6:02 to go. Halkowski trying to fight for it along with Giannetti. He and Giannetti will come together. Puck is lofted all the way up. Stefanik is onside, but a little too far behind the play. Reagan will come down with it. He'll reset, nearly taken away there by Colin Helkowski. And Helkowski will finish his check after the matter. Kushner back across, trying to get there as Scott Martin, and a big hit right in front of the Lions bench there. I believe that was Sislo putting a big hit there onto the 23 of James Davis. Walter keeping it back, gets it across to Greenspoon, but an interception there from Tom Lynch. Lynch back across, gets it over to Oestreicher. Oestreicher with a shot blocked by Walter. Esposito on it for this third line here for this Villanova group. Lynch is looking for it at the near post. And I'll track all the way back. We're racing after it is Tyler Cooper in his own end. Cooper with Joey Greenspoon, rather that's Matty Greenspoon right in front of him. Kushner trying to get it past. This is Cooper taking it to the house. And he'll get it to the opposing blue line before making a collision there between him and Matt Sislo. Esposito on it, try to get it across to Walter Oestreicher, no dice. Oestreicher, rather Esposito back on it. He is brought all the way down, no call on the play as Greenspoon and Esposito will come together. A little bit of a mini yard sale as Greenspoon lost the glove and the stick with under 5 to play in period number 3, and the Lions is trying to get on the score sheet. Back on the far side, Oestreicher is pickpocketed. Greenspoon will take it the other direction. Greenspoon with May offering him a lane. Now Greenspoon back to May. May trying to get it to Kushner. He can't do so. Kushner back across to Greenspoon. Greenspoon trying to take it away as the 220s will collide. May with a shot on. Glove down by Lou Larada. 22 for 22 so far tonight. Under 4 now to play in period number 3 is Villanova looking to sweep the weekend with back-to-back shutouts. Dmitry Kapranov had one last night against Temple, and Lou Larada trying to have one tonight against TCNJ as that one's lofted into the netting and out of play. And we'll get another stoppage. Puck is won by Villanova. Tracking back for it was Naraki once again. Naraki right now would have the game winner. It's hit hard. It face first into the boards was Jack Fidacaro, but given that he's a goal away from Mahadi, I don't think he'll care about receiving a little bit of a hit there. 3's across on the board to go in period number 3. Gley trying to get it out of there, and he will. Gley is held, no call. Gatsonis tracking back for it. And he'll get it past Charlie Davis before Michael Vogel will get it up. Naraki nearly was lined up by Helkowski, and Helkowski had the stick held by Naraki. Refs continuing to let them play as racing after the loose change is Helkowski, but getting there in the nick of time was James Reagan. Fidacaro will dump it in and just trying to bleed as much clock as possible. Final seconds beginning to tick down here as Sislo will take it in his own end. Martin hit from behind by Nick Wood, one of the 3 different goal scorers tonight. That's touched up by Helkowski. Icing is going to be waved off in the dying minutes. Lining up a big hit there was Joey Greenspoon. Both skaters will stay on said skates. Back across with it is Reagan. Reagan puts a short side chance, blocked by Busanic in front. Busanic, 40 saves on the night so far. 2:10 to go. TCNJ looking to get on the score sheet. That one's fired, goes off. Somebody's stick was lifted into the air, and it was Helkowski who got laid out. Villanova skater still down. Rather, that was Joey Greenspoon. It was either Greenspoon or Helkowski that got laid out there. I saw an 8 on the jersey. Tim Kobelski the other way, and he has this lifted. Davis coming with it. Davis for Kobelski. Big save by Busanic with 1:42 to play. And again, this has been probably TCNJ's best. This has been TCNJ's probably best game of the season so far, especially defensively. 45 shots on net, only allowing 4. Playing a much better game than last night against Rutgers, and unfortunately it doesn't look like anything is going to come scoring-wise. And again, this is a very young unit. There's going to be a lot of growing pains, especially in these guys' freshman years. But I tell you, like we said, next couple years down the line, the more they begin to develop, this is going to be a very, very good program, as Bucinich will cover up here. Again, looking at guys like Colin Halkowski leads the team in points. Josh Kushner just still trying to get that first goal of his career. Matthew Greenspoon has been really good. EJ Gley has been fantastic so far. Nick Stout is going to be here for about 2 more years. It's definitely going to be a good program here. Final minute of play in period number 3. The Lions with one final opportunity to get on the score sheet. It comes to Greenspoon. Matthew Greenspoon spins away, puts one on. Josh Kushner looking for it, and it's blocked in front. Cooper into the corner. Greenspoon hit hard. Tape-to-tape pass goes off of Grayson Esposito's stick. Kushner with it. 35 to play in period number 3. Villanova 4 points on the weekend, and the winless streak continues for TCNJ. Make it 8 games in a row that the Lions have unfortunately lost. 21 to play. Another opportunity, and they score! Walter Ostreicher makes it a 5 spot for Villanova. And some insult to injury for the Lions, as Villanova will put 5 on the board. And that is the 3rd consecutive game that TCNJ has allowed 5 or more goals. Going past Mike Bucinich. You do all you can do, as Lagriola will put a shot on. That one's blockered into the corner. Greenspoon with one final opportunity. Same thing for Lagriola. 7 seconds to go. And that will do it. 2 seconds, 1 second, and 0. Call it a shutout for Lou Larada, as he makes 23 saves on 23 shots, as Villanova shuts out TCNJ 5-0. Final shots 23 to 47 in favor of Villanova. And the winless streak will continue. Villanova putting together one heck of a game. Heck of a game on both sides, but the shots really just coming in at the end for Villanova, and it's the way the news goes for TCNJ. But again, big weekend next weekend against RIT, a team that is winless going into next weekend. Good opportunity to take some frustration out on some Tigers up in Rochester. But that'll do it here, but not for tonight. Stay tuned for coming up in about 20 minutes time. Coverage between Ryder and Providence coming up here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. But on the behalf of everybody here for the TCNJ broadcast, my name is Trey Wright. 5-0 Villanova, your final. We'll see you in just 20 minutes.